So upside down in the box here is a Union Pacific LGB Mikado. You just saw in the video as it was running around the track, all of a sudden it just stopped, and I noticed it must have slipped a gear, or this also has a drive shaft in the center, so it swivels. Right now it's kind of locked up, can't move to the other side. So I assume it either stripped the gear or a little drive shaft that goes in between it. Something happened to that. So now all the drive gear and the running gear on the side of it's all jammed together. So now I gotta take it apart and find out what's wrong with it and go from there. Despite what people think, I actually do take care of my expensive locomotives, not the Bachmann garbage. You guys see me blow up all the time. It seems like when I'm just running the trains normally outside, just for fun, and go around the tracks, that's when everything seems to blow up, or I break couplers, or it derails, or strips of gear. It's actually one of the first times I actually got it on video happening. Hopefully it's just a stripped gear or something. Nothing too expensive. So I actually got this Mikado a while back for about like $200 on eBay with Phoenix Sound and some other stuff already programmed into it. Shit, whoever put this screws, I never had this apart before. Whoever put these screws on, jeez, really made sure they weren't coming off. Okay, that's stripping out. Let's see here. My God, they couldn't have made these any tighter. This Mikado has air wire control, and it had batteries in the tender that I took out to replace with a 18-volt Milwaukee battery. That's why I've been using in a couple of the battery locomotives I have now, like this, the White Pass locomotive here. Currently working on this thing. Well, all this stuff was professionally installed by some company. I gotta look up, put in the description who did it. I didn't pay for it, like I said, I bought this thing used. But, oh, I gotta take that apart too. My first time taking apart one of these. Oh, some of this fell. Let's see here. What's it gonna look like inside? Some of these I've taken apart before. Some of the smaller locomotives, and people just load them up with grease. That's how you destroy the motors in them. Oh, okay. I see the problem. And a pine needle inside, okay. Just as I thought, there's a stripped out gear. Nicely rounded. Still got some teeth left on it, though. Barely. That explains it. So we got the stripped out gear, and we're missing a traction tower, which isn't a big deal. But I know I definitely got to order in the gear. So I never noticed it on the LGB Mikados, but the only axles that are gear driven on this thing are the front one and the back. The two middle ones are just actually linked by the side rods on the locomotive. So you can see the drive shaft that's in there. That allows it to make the tight corners. So this thing's locked up at the moment. Usually you can swing it back and forth all the way. Gotta pop that axle out and See how much it's gonna cost for one of those. Shouldn't be too bad, maybe. That's if Markman sells the parts, but they shouldn't. For the little screws on these side rods here, to take it off, it is a 6mm. Put it on a ratchet here. See if I can break it. That's coming right off. Look at that. I just gotta do the other side. Pop these off. And it should just lift right out, right? Oh my god. Oh, these lift out too? Maybe. Maybe not. Boy. The fake brakes are holding this thing up. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Nice. I just looked up the price for the parts I need. The traction tires and well, it comes with a whole wheel assembly apparently. I don't know if the traction tires are already included on it or not. But it comes out to $35 for a set of 5 traction tires and the rear axle assembly for the Mikado, which isn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. So that's not too terrible. So once that comes in, I'll fix this thing. So this is what's inside of the tender. Just a bunch of wires, plugs, switches for the sound and turning on and off the battery. So when the parts come in for this thing, I'll post another video installing it and actually running around the track without breaking, hopefully.